How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 0, and that feels like a defeat. After Man City lose, we cannot capitalise. And listen, before we even talk about the performance and the chances that we missed and the lack of intensity and critical moments in the game, let's talk about the decision from VAR and Darren England. I've spoke about this referee for a very, very long time. He is a cheat. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's just corruption. How you can look at that and tell me that is not handball? Seriously? You're taking the piss. It is a clear penalty. It's one of those moments where you can't stop your body from reacting to the ball being around your hand, and you just make that movement. And that's exactly what he's done. He's made the movement with his arm to try and stop it going out for a corner, but then he's trying to stop himself, but it's too late. It's hit his arm. It's handball. And they say there was no intention. In what world was there no intention? I'm getting sick to the back teeth of it, and you could sit and laugh and all the rest of it, but it happens to every team in the Premier League. Every week, every month, every season, all of us have to deal with the crap that is dished up by these officials. And nothing is ever going to change until everybody puts all of their rivalries aside, forgets the tribalism, and actually joins forces to take on the corruption. When you've got people like Howard Webb controlling it, what do you expect? These referees are incompetent. Even when they've got the technology there to help them, they still get it wrong. I'm not going to sit and blame the referee for that decision, because it was impossible for him to see what had happened in that moment. But that's why VAR is there, to help. And the bit I don't understand is, why does VAR not look at that and let the VAR official make the decision? Why does VAR not turn around to the referee and say, look, you were not able to see it given your positioning, the crowd of bodies and everything else, but there has been a handball in there. Go to the monitor, have a look, and you give your own interpretation as to whether you think that's handball or not. And then ultimately the decision is made by you, the match official, the one there, not somebody sat at Stockley Park miles away. Absolute joke. Bored of it. But like I said, it feels like a defeat to me. Maybe in a few hours, maybe by next week, I might look at it and say, oh, it's a point gained. Man City lost against Manchester United. And when you saw how they lost, they were humiliated. They were terrible. It was a big opportunity to go and capitalise. And if anything, what this has done is open the door for Aston Villa. Because if they win their game tomorrow against Everton, then they go 4 points behind us. They're ahead of Manchester City. So it's them breathing down our necks. And it's them that have got the form and are winning continually, even though they lost to us. It's Man City that are going through the bad run at the moment. It's Man City got them really tough games coming up. So in one sense, you can look at it and say, okay, we were 6 points ahead. Now it's 7. That extra point tips us over, the goal difference barrier, shall we say. And what I mean by that is that if it's 6 points, Man City make those 6 points back, it's all down to goal difference, which is very tight between us at the moment. I think we're 2 ahead. But with that extra point, that's effectively 3 games. Man City need us to drop points in 3 more games. Effectively, they need us to lose 3 games, which again is more than we've lost in the entirety of the season. So, yeah. Oh, that is so frustrating. So frustrating. You look at the first half, I thought for 30 minutes we played really well. And then going in towards half time, we kind of took our foot off the gas and we let Nottingham Forest have more of the ball and kind of dictate more. The chance missed by Martinelli, you can't be missing that. You cannot be missing that kind of chance. You know, in the second half, a header by Saka, unbelievable save. Moreno gets his head onto a Rice cross where you think if he leaves it, Gabriel's behind him and we score. And it was just kind of, you just felt we weren't going to put the ball in the back of the net. And you can see some of the players, they look dejected by it, annoyed, because again, it's a second game where we've gone into our one knowing Man City have dropped points. And we've dropped 4. We draw with Liverpool, we draw with Nottingham Forest, both games 0-0. That's 4 points. You know, we could be 11 points clear now. Comfortable, feet up, chilling. I don't know what to say. I'm really annoyed. And it's always difficult giving an opinion straight after a game when your emotions are running high and everything else. But like I said, I just can't get over that decision by VAR. I just can't get over that decision. It's the clearest handball you will ever see. It's an easy decision. Absolutely nobody has a clue as to why that wasn't given other than the incompetent clown that's Darren England. Useless, corrupt, cheating match officials. And this is it. The organisations that run everything are incompetent. They're incapable. You only have to look at the 115 charges with Man City. How long's that been going on now? What an embarrassment for the Premier League. What an embarrassment that is. It was meant to be by the end of last season and before this season, and then by an international break, and then maybe now at the end of the season. Like, do they even know what's actually happening here? It's embarrassing that it's taken this long, and it leaves a massive cloud over everything. And Man City can just carry on going about their business and spending loads of money and buying players and stockpiling just in case they get a transfer ban and points deductions or whatever it might be. So this is it. What do you think's ever going to change when the organisation is rotten from the core? It's never going to change. The Premier League, the FA, you know, the PGMOL is rotten. All of it is rotten to the core. And when you can put your tribalism aside and you can forget who your rivals are, you can all join together to take on these powers that be, then you might get some change. But until then, you are never, ever going to get change. Because they get what they want, which is the eyes watching the product. Bums on seats. And we get mugged off all the time as fans. They don't care. You don't have to look at the kickoff times with everything and the way that they're scheduling everything based on what they want. No consideration for the match-going fan or even fans, you know, around the world that might have to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning or whatever to watch a game because it's been scheduled at stupid o'clock over here. And don't even get me started. I could go on about this all day, but I don't think it's ever going to change until everybody joins together and does something about it. What more can I say? So there we go. That's it. That's all I can say on the game. 0-0. It's a point gained, or is it a point, you know, that should have been 3? Is it 2 dropped? I don't know. Oh, man, I'm so frustrated. But there we go. That's it. You know what to do if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.